The previous law allowed citizenship to be revoked for those who were convicted of serious crimes, certain serious crimes, but only those who were dual citizens were subject to revocation. And so therefore we had two classes of citizens, and we believe very strongly that there should be only one class of Canadians, that all Canadians are equal, that a Canadian is a Canadian is a Canadian from coast to coast to coast. And it is for that reason that it will no longer be possible under this law to revoke citizenship of any Canadian for crimes of the kind that were in the previous law. Now, if I were to be asked what is the most egregious part of this C-24, I would probably say citizenship revocation. If I were asked what is the stupidest part of C-24, I would say revoking the 50% credit for international students, because international students are the perfect candidates to become Canadian citizens, and we are seeking them out, as are other countries around the world. And so it makes no sense for Canada to punch them in the nose by taking away their 50% credit, rather than nurturing them and seeking to welcome them into our midst. The fifth and final point, which is not in the law, but which is a part of the issue of citizenship, is that we have these two citizenship books for aspiring citizens, Discover Canada, Découvrir le Canada. And I will be working with my colleague Mélanie Joly, the Heritage Minister, and also the Indigenous Affairs Minister, Carolyn Bennett, to modify the language in these books. As they now stand, they're a little heavy on the War of 1812 and barbaric cultural practices, so we will be proposing some changes to these books that will guide those who will be applying to become citizens of our country.
Other countries have got legislation on the books that allow them to strip dual nationals of their citizenship. So have they got it wrong?
Well, as I said before, I'm not making a judgment on other countries. Different countries will have different traditions, different governments, different perceptions of the world. And so if another country chooses to strip dual nationals of citizenship, that is certainly their right. But we in this country, we in the Liberal Party of this country, strongly take exception to that belief. We believe that all Canadians are equal, that we do not have two classes of Canadians, that it does pose a slippery slope as to where this will end up eventually, and that therefore it is better policy to have only one class of Canadians, to deal with serious criminals through the prison system and the justice system, and to preserve one class of Canadians. And that is what we ran strongly on during the election. We did not shy away in any way from that position. We featured it loud and clear. Those are our beliefs. We did run on those things. We did win the election, and therefore I would argue that we have a strong mandate from Canadians to enact that which we promised to do.